He's been a pretty special player for a few years, but what's the biggest challenge when you approach trying to handle him?
I think he has, number one, obviously he's been blessed with a size-speed combination that you don't always see, his change of direction. To go along with that, I mean, his vision is really, really good. And obviously within their offense, they run multiple run schemes, whether it be zone schemes, gap schemes, and he does a really good job seeing and fitting all those things and, obviously working off the blockers. And that's the challenging thing is, on our side of the ball, when we're looking at defenders, especially defenders that stand up, we're always looking for read and react guys that got the ability to feel and react to what's happening. And he's got really good read and react skills in terms of finding the holes.
Is there a guy in your conference you feel compares to him in any way, or is this going to be a completely new challenge for your group?
Yeah, every week's a completely a new challenge. We always talk about each game has a life of its own because of the personnel, the players, the scheme within it, and obviously with the challenges that Wisconsin poses, there's a lot of guys that are very talented. The running back being extremely talented, but the O-line is really good too, and we've seen some pretty good backs this year, but by no question this is the best back that we've seen this year.
Someone who's around college football, and obviously you're not spending time studying Wisconsin outside of this prep, but you were talking about Jonathan Taylor. Do you ever sort of marvel at the level of consistency that he has played with? That not many college football players have been able to do that. Do you pay attention to that as the season's going? Or?
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, from before this matchup was created, or we're both in this situation, having this opportunity to play in this game, you pay attention. And Wisconsin's constantly on TV, and you see and not only about Jonathan Taylor, the offensive line, the tight ends, and but the defense. It's just not an offensive thing that you see on TV. Their defense is really good as well, and being familiar with those coaches and knowing those guys and stuff like that, I do pay attention. I got friends on that staff, so very aware of not only the offense and how explosive they are, but how their culture is there and how good of a program that they're running.
The quarterback Cone, doesn't wow anybody with arm talent necessarily, but what are you seeing that makes him so successful when you look at a guy that's completed 70% of his passes and takes such good care of the football with just 4 interceptions on the air?
There's no question. That's what this game is all about, is moving the ball. And this offense, led by him, does a really nice job. Not only with the play action, the pocket movement stuff, the intermediate pass game, but also the drop back game, and they use different personnels and obviously a ton of different formations and sets, and for a quarterback to be able to handle all that stuff and all the pre-snap movements, all the post-snap movements, that speaks for itself, the level of intelligence and the ability he has to operate within that offense. And so obviously we got a huge challenge sitting in front of us here at the end of the week.
Have you seen a change in them since that loss to Illinois offensively, maybe specifically with how much more willing they are to throw the football and take their deep shots?
You know what? I mean, I think there has been towards the end of the year. I mean, there's been more vertical pass game down the field. You can see it from the first Ohio State game to the second Ohio State game. I think Illinois up front is a little bit different than anyone they've played this year. So there's like we were talking about, each week presents different challenges. Each week has a life of its own, and obviously they're a really good program. So it's the course of the year they're going to grow and build, and they have. I believe they've grown, and in the vertical pass game is something that we've studied, and there are going to be some routes that pose challenges to us that we know we're going to have to face.
You were talking about their offensive line, their center, one of the Remington Award for best in the country. I don't know how much you study an individual player, but what have you noticed on film about Tyler Yonich?
Yeah, I mean, he's very well deserved. I mean, in the run game, again, the things they do in the run game, scheme-wise, he does a really nice job leading up front with those things. And not only that, but in the protections and ID and blitzes and fronts from the defensive side, and being able to see the numbers and count and redirect protections and things like that. But not only is, again, he's got the size and speed combination for an offensive lineman that you don't always see. His feet are really good. He's able to get in and off the blocks and work up to the second level. Obviously, they use him in the gap schemes, as a pool and things like that.